Hi, friends. Today I'm going to share a story with you. It's called Garden Helpers by Charlotte Rose. This is a nonfiction book, which means we're going to learn some facts about the garden. How many of you have a garden at home? Raise your hand. Connection. Nice. Have you ever noticed that there's animals and bugs that come to your garden? Often, there are bugs and animals that will come into our garden. Some bugs can harm our plants, but there's animals and bugs that can help our plants too. Those bugs and animals that help our garden, we're going to call those garden helpers. The ones that are harmful, we call those pests. In this nonfiction book, we're going to see a lot of photographs. You may also notice that there are headings, and you'll notice that there are two types of writing here. We have like a brown color font and we have a red. And when we see the red, that is going to be describing the harmful or pests that we find in our garden. The garden. There are lots of animals in a vegetable garden. Some animals can harm the plants. These animals are pesky pests. But other animals can help the plants. These animals are garden helpers. Looking at these two pictures here, this is a toad, and this looks like slugs. So, my guess, I'm just thinking out loud, is that the slugs are our pesky pests, and our toad is our garden helper. What do you think? Lock your idea in your brain. How do you think the toad could help our garden? Yeah. Are you thinking that the toad may eat these slugs? Because that's what I was thinking. Next, we're going to look at a strawberry patch. It says beetles poke holes in the berries and leaves. They can harm the strawberries. Do you see that? Do you see the holes in the leaves? Is that hurtful or is that helpful? But a mantis can help the strawberries. It grabs a beetle and gobbles it down. So our mantis is our garden helper. Potatoes. White grubs chew on the roots and they can harm the potatoes. So right here we see a diagram that's showing us the grubs as they're eating the roots of our potatoes. But ants can help the potatoes. They find the grubs and carry them away. That's surprising to me because when I see an ant, I consider him pesky. But here in the garden, he is a garden helper. Tomatoes. Caterpillars chew on the stems and leaves. They can harm the tomatoes. So here's our caterpillar right here. But wasps can help the tomatoes. They eat the caterpillars for a tasty lunch. Wow, that's interesting too. Because, I don't like wasps. I would consider them to be pesky too. But they are great garden helpers. Peppers. Grasshoppers cut big holes in the leaves. They can harm the peppers. Here are our grasshoppers. So they are our pesky pests. Look who's coming to rescue. Our peppers. It says, but a bluebird can help the peppers. It plucks off grasshoppers one by one. What a great garden helper. Lettuce. Slugs make holes in the curly leaves. They can harm the lettuce. This picture looks like from before. And here's our toad. But a toad can help the lettuce. It slurps up the slugs with its sticky tongue. Did you lock that into your brain when we saw the picture at the very beginning? That was how our toad was going to be a garden helper? Nice job. String beans. A rabbit nibbles on the leaves and pods. It can harm the beans. Well, look who's a garden helper. It's a dog. Right here. I can see the label. But a dog can help the beans. It chases the rabbit far, far away. Woof! Garden helpers get rid of garden pests. So over here on our chart, we see all of our helpers. And on this side are all of the pests. So we have the mantis, who will get rid of our beetles. Our ant, who will get rid of our grubs. The wasp, who gets rid of the caterpillars. The bird, who will get rid of the grasshoppers. The toad, who gets rid of the slugs. And the dog, who chases away the rabbit. I just want to read to you the author's note real quick. It says, "My garden is always under attack by pests, but there are lots of helpful animals that fight the pests. My favorite helper is the spotted ladybug. It gobbles up tiny aphids that crawl all over my favorite vegetables." Charlotte Rose. And here she's even included a picture of the ladybug going after those aphids. What a great garden helper. So now I want you to think about the garden helpers that we just learned about. Which one did you find most interesting? Oh, great. So can you draw me a picture of that garden helper and write a couple sentences about it, what it does to help our garden? All right, can't wait to see those drawings and sentences. Make sure you share, and I'll see you later. Bye.